friends to the Beaver Dam.
One Galaxy is a pretty
Wait, nope. Hold up. Hey, Hope. Havoc. I see you deleted a message. You don't get to delete messages. Say it with all your chest. Unless it's something that'll get you banned. In which case, don't say it with all your chest. But, like, how dare you delete a chat so I don't get to see it? Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. It's good to have you guys here, and we are going to have a damn good time all together. Let's have some fun. Let's do this crap. I want to take a ride on your Nabisco trap. I don't know. I got nothing. I'm over here trying to spit bars. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna jump right into CX2, getting him up to 7-star, and we are going to try and bring him up to Relic 5 immediately. Hope for the best here, and then from there we're going to do some CX2 testing and then some roster reviews. I don't have a lot of time today, but I did say I'd do a roster review stream, so here we are. I'm seeing Rots tonight. Heck yeah, dude. I rented out a whole row on Saturday for me and my friends. I'm gonna go with Swag and a whole bunch of other people. I'm glad you let us know, Havoc. Mr. Joe gets deleted from chat overlay though, so if you start streaming through, you'll be able to see it. Fair. It's all on me. It's always my fault. There's the content creators to blame for everything. Okay, let's get this song going, my friends. It is time. We're gonna farm, we're gonna scrap, and we're gonna upgrade. And we're out of gear already. Well, that was fun, guys.
What's your name?
Who's your daddy? That's way too much. That's so many crystals. Oh, I need that piece that just popped up. It's fine, it's fine. Nothing to trigger the roster, the fat of the wall is wailing every day. Waiting day. I'll miss you, Fenrir. That was so demoralizing. Oh my gosh. Please tell me I have like everything. I could have sworn I saved up stuff for this. I promise, guys, I prepped for this. Oh. 18. Oh, Pancake Platoon. Thank you for the Prime sub. Very nice, dude. Come on. Thank you. Okay. Come on. We need more. Yes. Okay, that one's done. This one. Episode pass. Episode pass. To get another upgrade. You're killing me. Are you kidding me? Oh. Gosh dang it, that's the one that we needed. That was on that previous page. We have enough right now. Okay. There we go. See, I did prep for it. I had almost everything I needed. We just needed a little bit more gear. It was a lot scarier than we thought it was going to be. Attic is coming in with another sub. Thank you, my friends. Just finished the Ray Rex on the ticket farming now. No gear left for her, though. She's a bit late in the roster being 5th GL, but now I have Ben and Ezra to run with her. Heck yeah, dude. One of the best defense teams in the game right now. Hey, Maddie. Oh, yeah. We're there. We literally needed nothing. I prepped. I promised I prepped, and I did prep. Okay, maybe I didn't fully prep, okay? I promise, guys, I had some modicum of an idea of doing this. See, like, I have the stuff lying around. I just didn't do the little bit of prep work. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Exactly. See, I'm channeling my inner Han Solo. My inner Harrison Ford is bleeding through, okay? Okay, before...
What's your name?
Yep, I need these two. Okay, hold on. Find... You're mine now. You're mine now. Okay, let's see. Fully craft.
Come a little closer, let me tell you something. All of these relics, they don't cost me nothing.
Okay, there we go. See? Not a single stop that whole time. We had it perfectly the whole time, guys. Not a single stop. Not a single stop. We didn't have to take a second and scrap anything. Yep, we had it all prepared. Period. Obviously, we're that good. We prepped in advance. This is the Beaver channel. Yeah, there we go. It's not my fault. Okay. We have our second requirement done for Mace Windu, and our second of the team that we don't even own, because we still don't have Lord Vader. Eventually, we will have a Lord Vader, and in which case, we will have a good team for this. But for now, we are testing with non-Lord Vader teams, because that's what interests me right now. Okay, we'll have some fun in Squad Arena. I did drop quite a bit in Squad Arena for the sake of testing, and so we'll have some teams to actually test against. They're not going to be like great teams because people in Squad Arena don't know how to put teams together. But hey, CX2 has the same mastery stuff as Ezra. Okay, so that's crit damage, dodge, and deflection chance. Hey, ADP, welcome, welcome. Yes, that's if I check it every time, Heinricher. Oh yeah, we're having a hype train over on Twitch. Okay, and then we also have Conquest that we can test in a bit, which I'm actually super curious about. He sings something like going money down the sink. Where's my clone troopers? Okay, yeah, I did get up gear 12 during the last one. Okay, so here's what I really want to test today. Because, like, we could do some Tarkin testing for sure, but Tarkin doesn't have his rework yet. And I think that this is going to be a good spot for this team, honestly. Like, I feel like we're going to do some good stuff. Okay, so let's see. We're not going to really be doing much with damage over times in this team up. I feel like I should just focus down this. Okay, disarm. I don't know what disarm does off the top of my head. No, sure, yeah, disarm. I should probably read through this guy's kit, but I'm just kind of curious how this is going to work. Okay, we can give a bonus turn to someone. We're going to give it to Cody. And then Cody's going to hit that. Oh, we lost all of it. I should have saved it. That was my bad. I'm not thinking about how this team is going to function against this team. Where's my music? There we go. Oof. Buffs on all enemies. Let's just basic for now. Basic. Unfortunately, we lost all of our attackers in that opening play. Yeah, Bad Batch kind of, they get rolling and then they just infinitely go in Conquest. So we'll try something like this. We're going to try basically a couple different nodes and a couple different teams and see if we can actually beat some teams in here. Okay, let's read what disarm. There's offense. Oh, interesting. Okay, okay. We're going to give a bonus turn to you again. Okay, and we can hit basic. Oh my gosh. I forgot about the counterattacks on this team. Look at me just not remembering the kits of the people that we're fighting. Yeah, I like the disarm ability. Okay, so Order 66 is really easy to get on now. Which is the thing that, like, we were missing from this team, essentially, was the Order 66. Because unless you have like Lord Vader, you really couldn't get it with Apo. Dang, these guys are dealing some serious damage. Okay. I can only think of 3: Chrysanthemum, Wrecker, and now CX2. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think it's a well-known ability. I think that's only a couple people. But that's the thing, is we're not rocking a lot of debuffs right now. Yeah, I want to keep that one. We're going to wait on that one too. I think it's just basic to start. And then we'll disarm you, because there's no taunt right now. And you scare me. Ooh, I should have focused down him. I didn't even think about that. We could already be almost there. Okay, now we're starting to get defense penetration on our attackers. Problem is, our weakest characters are our attackers right now, so... Can we get a stun on you? Nope. Okay, get in there again, hit him again. Okay, we have Order 66. We're gonna have him attack. And there, now we have defense penetration up, as long as we don't get dispelled. We'll have some good fun. Let's go ahead and... Django's my next threat that I'm worried about. They don't have any buffs to dispel, so we're just going to basic, get some more assists out there. I hate how little damage you do until you get rid of their stacks. Okay. Yeah, so we're basically going to get a whole bunch of like mass assist-esque things because we have multiple attackers with the Apo. And so this just essentially makes it so you have like a triple mass assist, which I do like. I don't know if it's going to be hugely viable, but I like the idea and concept. You know, see, getting all these like assists like this. Let's see. We don't really need anyone. Let's just get defense penetration up on the people that need it. And that should allow us to continue to do that. That was rude. And this is missing a Zeta on her, of course. Otherwise, we'd be getting Retribution as well, which would, you know, help us get some of that stuff out there. Let's see. They have some buffs, so I'm not really worried about it. Let's just try to kill off him. Let's give CX2 a turn. See if we can't get disarm on Mando. Try and get a stun on you. Not quite. Basic again. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the defense penetration up again. Hey, Caracol, welcome, welcome. Do an all Empire team with Darth Vader? Yeah, we can do some crazy stuff, especially with the Datacron with Darth Vader. Like is there anything mildly good? Yeah, like this Sith Eternal right here, for instance. Empire, and we'll do the Tarkin lead, even though it's not reworked. We'll do Darth Vader, you, and then we want, I don't know, maybe a tank with the Datacron. A little bit of unfortunate linking.
Hello there.
Hey, Shayla, welcome to the damn community. Okay, so we're gonna wanna hit this button. I don't like all the counter attacks, so we're gonna hit that. We'll dispel that. I don't like it. We're already almost out of Vader. Dang, that's a rough stun. Yeah, that stun just absolutely destroyed us. Because, like, we're doing crazy damage with these guys when they do hit. Like, we just one-tapped that Emperor Palpatine. There's zero synergy in this team. Yes and no. Basically, the Datacron turns on the unique ability that allows us to actually have some synergy here. So if we can get started and not get absolutely destroyed, I almost want to not hit Merciless Massacre because it's actually hurting us rather than helping us. Just get the dots and like kind of call it a day, essentially. Because like now we have this guy right here. We can go ahead and hit this ability, and just like that, we activated all the damage over times and dealt some serious damage. This guy's our big problem right now, so we can focus down him. Once again, those stuns are working really well. We got 9 stacks, and so this ability is just going to be insta-kill, essentially. Yeah. And then, let's see. Let's just go with the basic here. Yeah, do you see how much, like, insane damage we're doing? And if we can get a dot on this guy and dispel it, then we can get Order 66 on him, which is nice. Yeah, like, pff, gone. Like, these guys have the damage here. They have the damage. Even without the rework, they have the damage hardcore. But yeah, like, besides that, they don't have much going for them. But yeah, we're because so much of their kit relies on having Lord Vader, and without Lord Vader, basically everything in their kit just relies on having other allies that are either Apo or dark side clones. And this Datacron mitigates the fact that, you know, it can be a Tarkin lead instead, and then the unique ability is considered met, is what makes this basically work. And then this, of course, is super, super nice. This is what's giving us our Operation Nightfall and a little, like a lot extra damage. So they already do really solid damage, and then with this Datacron, they do some disgusting stuff. Hey Otter, hey Fogly, welcome, welcome. Shoots will go Overlord. Is it that you hate Grand Arena? Because I think you told us that yesterday. Ugh. So let's drop this. Let's see what we can do without the Kron. Oh gosh, this is gonna be rough. Hey, Slain Alive, can we get some General Kenobis in the chat for the hello there? The content creator team I was finally making, it's finally finished. Heck yes, we'll go Overlord. Just started the Leia journey. Congratulations, my friend. Let's just go across the board and get ability blocks out there. The tenacity up's gonna be rough, because we can't really do much until that goes away. Okay, we'll dispel all the buffs. Okay, now we can do it. We're gonna use this on him, so that way that reduces his damage, because he's kind of the damage dealer here. Let's reduce some damage even more so. Sure, yeah, kill my leader. Leader's fine. He doesn't really do much anyways. Oh gosh, the tenacity up. Oh, that was perfect timing to make me upset at myself. Yeah, I'm just spamming buttons at this point. Head him back. Oh, he's under stealth. Fine. There's the savior. Well, there goes Apo. What have I done? Exactly what you're supposed to do. No, they have not done the Tarkin rework. So, like, most of what Tarkin does in this team is activates the Datacron. That's about it. That's about all you can hope for out of this team. Because, like, so much of their kits depend on having dark side clones, and, like, they haven't reworked Tarkin yet. Can't inflict debuffs there. Sure, that actually sounds like fun. How was it with Shock T? We've done a little bit of Shock T testing. I don't have relic clones for the other two attackers, which is unfortunate, which is really kind of what I need. I don't remember if any of these guys have counter chance. Okay, now we need to turn on Apo. Here we go. Solid. I like it. Okay, now we're gonna... Who's our damage dealer? Asajj is our damage dealer, so we're gonna do it on her. Support ally to assist, then stealth for 1 turn. Deal with physical damage. Unfortunate dispel. Okay. We can dispel all debuffs. Okay. There's Order 66 on her. Okay, she's gone. Yeah, go ahead and just basic. We'll get all the assists going. Okay, now we're gonna go around. Let's get some dots out there. Okay, next up on our list, I think, is Marin. Let's go ahead and hit those dots. Yep, okay, there's some deaths. Can we get a stun? Stun instantly dispelled, but it's a stun nonetheless. Ability block? Heck yeah, we'll take the ability block. Reduce some damage out there. At current moment, this feels like the best ability when we're stuck behind taunt. Okay, there's that for us. We don't have any dots right now. Almost got her. Okay, there's some dots. Now we just need Apo to take a turn. Okay, gone. Let's throw that on Talzin now. Let's go ahead and hit that. Trigger some dots. Hit that. That'll get us through her, so now we don't have to worry about avoiding taunt for a second. Kill her. I'm kind of worried about timing out. Maybe I'm not anymore. Okay, time to figure out whose kit is causing the anti-revive. Because I haven't read these guys well enough. I'll be honest, I actually haven't read most of this guy's kit. Yep. Order 66 is what's preventing revive? Okay. Inflicted with Order 66 and gain instant defeat. All allies gain just dramatic. Okay. Get over here. Okay. Offense up, gain speed up, gain 30% protection. Click speed down. Okay. Got it. And then Apo is where we'll read where's It's not on there. Order 66. Immune buffs and can't be revived if defeated. Yeah. So, dang. That's interesting. Using the team as an anti-revive. Okay. 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 I can't believe that worked so well. I kind of regret winning, though. I wasn't expecting to kill both of them in that final attack, and I was hoping to back out, because now we're going to be facing a lot less regular teams. Let's see, where's the... I really doubt this will go anywhere. If we give him the Datacron, it might, but I doubt it's going to go anywhere. I don't like it, but I'll take it. Dang. Well, there it went. A lower geared Darth Revan. Yeah, right, that went well. Your lack of faith is disturbing. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do the same thing again. So, let's see. We can afford for him not to be ability blocked. We're gonna try and ability block everyone else. Dude, that potent or that stun kills us like every single time. And there goes Appo. Yeah, there was potential at first for sure. What is this? Mara, I know you're needy. I love you. Down. Please. Oh my gosh. Do you think the clones are worth it? Even if you, I mean, we're pulling, like, we just killed off a fully relic Night Sister team with this. Like, this isn't even with the other two clones, and without the rework to Grand Moff Tarkin. Like, I think we're gonna have a home for them. Plus, they have Shock T as well. Yeah. Throw the, okay. We'll see what we can do. My mic's cutting out a lot? Really? Weird. I'll check and see what's wrong with it. I'll move it away from my my mouth for a bit and see if that helps until I can get the settings fixed. I recently started working on a new program. Dang, having him stunned is rough. Okay, so we got no dots. I would assume we hit Kylo Ren with this. That's weird. We need dots is the problem, and that stun at the beginning on Vader is making it so we don't have dots. Like, the moment that we have dots is the moment that this just absolutely destroys. You got a Apo Tarkin Royal Guard on the front wall this GAC. Ooh, nice. It went really well. We got over 2,000 score, but our opponent like literally first tried everything on my defenses and got 2,070. Oh, let's see. Where's that SLKR? Come on, you know what? You want to show me that SLKR? Oh, that was a gas. We can throw this against a gas. Come on, guys. I lost. Give me the SLKR. Sure. Problem with this is we can't keep debuffs on him, which honestly might be not an awful thing if we have the Datacron. Yes, Conwarlock. I've been keeping an eye on it. I think there's one that I want to go for. Por qué? Why do you ask? And I forgot to put stuff down after you ranked up. Start attacking with 10 minutes ago. So it was an easy win. Nice. Let's go ahead and hit that on you. Okay, and then we're gonna. Yes, I'm aware this isn't gonna do anything, but it is going to get us. I'm pretty sure we were supposed to just get an Order 66 right there. Maybe I'm crazy. Which is entirely possible. There's one of the Order 66s, okay. Basic. Okay, he's down. Get some turn meter rocking. Can we take a turn, please? Nope, we cannot take a turn. Yeah, we're getting too many buffs. Yeah, when we start a new roster review line every time. So as soon as I start it, and then if you're not here, I don't do it. So because I'm not gonna, you know, do a roster review and then have people come at me and be like, "Oh, where's my roster review?" I was like, some point in this video. Good luck finding it. You can do this. I believe in you. Okay. The meme I made. I don't want your reaction. Now I'm working on my Mommy Mandalore, just because I ended up pulling the Keller and Beck pack last Christmas. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is pulled from one of our members only streams or videos. This is reviewing my roster. Posted this meme on Reddit a few weeks back. The caption would be, "When Dad asks if you're winning, son." Now I'm working on my Mommy Mandalore, just because I ended up pulling the Keller and Beck pack last Christmas, and so I was just like, "Oh, okay,
Might as well
That
go for Mommy
look.
Mandalore. I already have 2 of the Rex done. So
Mommy Mandalore?
the Bo-Katan.
I know what you meant. That's just a little creepy.
I love it. I love it so much. His face is just the most beautiful thing during that. I absolutely loved doing that roster review where he reviewed my roster. That was so much fun. Like, oh my gosh. I don't even know who Matriarch Zarguna is, but hey, that's awesome, Heinricher. The current one that I have my eyes on, that looks the best is actually Star Trek Fleet Command Con Warlock. Maddie, you don't understand how much we understand what you just said.
I don't know, like 70% are super excited about Bo. You got 10% that are like, I hated the whole thing. You know, you got 5% that you just hate Bo, and then you got 2% that want me to sit on their face.
Oh my gosh. How do you sign up for a roster review? We're doing a little bit of testing and then we'll do roster reviews, but the way that you sign up for a roster review is through the Discord. Oh, Heinricher's already got it. And so I will put out a message in the roster review section. So basically go and read the how to get a roster review section in the Discord. But we will start roster reviews here in about 15 minutes. I'm just gonna do a couple more teams just for fun. Okay, let's get rid of this. And we're gonna swap out you two for Galactic Republic. And since we don't have the other two up and rockin', let's go ahead and use Echo. I want to use because the other two are attackers. That's why I like them. Arc Trooper's an attacker, right? Yeah, we'll use Arc Trooper, and sure, we'll still use Cody, I guess. We could also do something like that, I think. But we'll try this first. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're gonna start with this. These guys are like Relic 7s or Relic 9s, so I'm not assuming anything amazing here. Okay, we're gonna focus down GI. Also, this team sucks anyways, so I'm hoping that there's something here. Nope. We're just gonna get stomped over turn meter wise. Yeah, I'm really hopeful for Shock T, but I'm not really seeing it right now. Oh, that's a weird team. That's not really going to tell us anything, though. Like, anything with any amount of turn meter or stuns just kind of walks over this team right now. Like, even this subpar Darth Revan, I'm sure we're literally not going to do anything. And this is only going to add retribution, which is nice. But it's definitely not something that I need. Hey, GC Devil. If they... Never mind. Well, I won't bother because I don't want to interrupt this right now. As I said, 15 minutes and we'll start. Okay, we're gonna drop that on Darth Revan. And then... let's go all in. And then we'll pass the turn back to you, trying to get Order 66 as fast as possible. It's just basic. Yeah. We're not really getting anywhere against these teams. There's Order 66 at least. But yeah, it looks like even with the with just the Tarkin lead, with some dot synergy, it looks pretty dang good. I has an idea. This is stupid. And I can't believe I'm considering doing this. But I think technically it all works. Oh, this is so dumb. This is so dumb, guys. Where's our CX2? He has a Zeta on him. He has 2 Zetas on him, so he's gonna be higher. Oh, this is such a dumb idea. Oh, is it time, guys? Is it time to bring... Yeah, I'm building a dot team. Is it time to bring our Wat Tambor up to gear 12? Oh my gosh. We'll try it without Wat first. We'll try it without Wat. In fact, what we can actually do is we can use our focused crons to give us a little stat boost just for fun. Because we have a level 6. Okay, so... Rude. Well, goodbye. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, this is going places, guys. This is going places. It's not anywhere that works, but it's places. Yeah, no, focus crons work on even non-relic units. You're correct. So focused crons have a bottom tier of 6, and so you can get all of the stats applied to your characters even if you only have a level 6. No other crons can be used this way. If I click it, it doesn't let me use it. But if I use a focus cron, I can equip any focus cron that I have. So yeah, focus crons are free to play friendly. I'll make a video on it because I didn't notice it until the stream yesterday, so. This is the farthest as I'll take him. Not quite fast enough. If my team, if Appa was faster, I think we could have won this pretty easily. It's more of a function of Vader, though, than anything else. Oh, I missed him again. Feel like the pig from Toy Story going through the channels. They're immune to dots, so that doesn't matter. Don't need you, Tuskens. I appreciate you being here, though. Oh my gosh, please, I'm begging you. That is the really high relic ones. How's their speed, though? 296. I'm not going to be faster than that. Oh, I agree, Swigo Overlord. They said that Marquee Crons will also become focused Datacrons. How much more powerful do you think they'll become? They could become insanely powerful. Who knows, ADP? $282. There's no speed increase. How did we almost take a turn that last time? I'm not seeing turn meter anyway. But yeah, until we get such a thing, I think the big thing we're going to be able to do with this team is essentially just like it's gonna be a solid team with Vader, these two clones, and Tarkin with the Datacron. If you don't have the Datacron, it'll beat a couple teams, and it has a lot of promise. I think once the Tarkin changes happen, I think we'll have an amazing team. But we need the Tarkin changes, otherwise we're not really gonna do anything. Come on, you popped up once. Can you pop up again, please? I'm begging you. Where's that relic for non-ult SLKR? All I want is to try that battle again. Oh! I passed it! Oh... Oh, hey, Vader slaps. That's rough, Con. Oh boy, that hurts. RNGesus, here are, please. If I don't find it in 6 more, then we're gonna just fight the first JML we see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're facing the first JML we see. Hi, JML. But yeah, like, Usually, a lot of the time when we get characters like this, you can't really see the team because they're so careful. Like, we got Shin and Merrick, and you just could not see the team at all. Like, they weren't good with really anyone else. They were okay with a couple different teams. You know, we got the Mommy Mando team piece by piece. Didn't really see it going in. It was supremely okay. But then the moment that Mommy Mando got entered into the game, the moment Balin Skull, the moment Reva entered the game, you're like, okay, I see it coming together. And so with this one, I see it a lot more. Like, you know, with the Datacron and everything, I see a lot there. But just in general, like, you know, we're taking out a Night Sister team with, you know, a team that doesn't actually have any synergy, just the two clones that work together, and then a little bit of dot synergy, and that's basically it. So I have a lot of hope. I don't have a lot of hope that this will work, but I have a lot of hope. That was the fastest ultimate I've ever seen in my life. Nooch coming in with the raid. Thank you, my friend. You are amazing. Yeah, like that ult was wild, dude. Yeah, that was a one-turn ultimate. I don't even know how that's possible. Gosh dang it, they keep cleansing it. It's driving me nuts. Needs more potency. I promise you, I have some good potency on this guy right now. It's just they keep cleansing it is the problem. There goes one of the cleanses. We're good. We're good. We have one of the cleanses gone. We'll survive this. We got this. We're not at all gonna get killed off by JKCK. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my gosh, how do we only go up to 4 dots right there? Oh, that's so upsetting. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, definitely go for this Kron. If you are able to, go for the Kron. If you have a Relic Sidious, you instantly go for this Kron. This Kron's beautiful. Let's try it again. It'll work. It'll work. Trust me, guys. It'll work. I hope you got some sleep. Are you rested now? Okay. So that night I only got 1 hour of sleep. The next night I got 7 hours of sleep, which is good. Last night I got 3.5. So the answer is kind of. Gosh dang it, we hit too much damage into them, so it triggered the cleanse. That is such a fast ultimate. I hate that we're triggering those cleanses. Please take a turn. Yes! He took a turn. There we go. All right, do one roster review and go to sleep. See, that's the thing, though, is I have something I have to do at 5:30. I have 3 videos to record today. I have something at 7. I still have to find time to eat dinner between all of that. Like, I'm hoping I get sleep tonight. Yeah, makes sense, Alex RG. What time is it over there? It is currently 4:13. Okay. Speaking of, it's been my 15 minutes. I had my fun. Roster reviews. For those of you who are not aware how roster reviews work, you go to the Discord and there's a section called roster reviews. I put in a message saying roster reviews live now. Any message after that, we go from top to bottom and just basically go through and do as many as we can. Anyone that donates at least $5 or the equivalent in your currency can jump the line and be first. And then our $10 members get a live roster review, meaning we hop in a voice chat and talk. And those have a higher priority than super chats as well. And if you're not comfortable being in a live chat, you can just have it be a priority review or a private review at a later time when we can figure it out. But join the Discord for those who want roster reviews, and I'm going to put the message out there right now and get us underway. Roster reviews live now. Yeah. Wavy Tone, I swear we just did you like a week ago. Maybe we skipped you and you weren't there when I called your name, but I swear you were on the list like 3-4 days ago. Hey, number 2 in fleets. I'll take it. That's wild, ADP. Oh my gosh. I love Kyber 2. I love Kyber 2. Kyber 2 is the best place to be. Boy, I love Kyber 2. It's just, it's my favorite place to be in the world. Yeah. Yup. Okay. We love Kyber 2, guys. We love Kyber 2. Oh, just the fact that he has the Lord Vader team that I don't really have a counter for. I refuse to spend energy. How dare you, Heinricher? Almost at Bo-Katan earlier, just need Dark Side Ray. I'm thinking I'm going to gear up my Ufu since I have Malakos, so it'll give me time to get Profundity. Marauders at 58 of 100, working on ships, so I'm close to Profundity, also unlocking Ryu with 2 territory battles after this. Hold on. Brain will work if you give it a second. This works, right? It's working today? It is working today. Okay, so you are Zepho ready, which means that the Malakos team, if you already have a Malakos there, that's great. But the problem is the Malakos team is a very high Zeta investment and a very high Omicron investment. He doesn't do a lot. He kind of needs a lot of his Omicrons. I think so, Bobo. Okay, sounds good, Gabriel. We'll do you right after this one. Thank you for the $10, my friend. You are amazing. Yeah, so Malakos is a solid one, but you got to keep in mind there's a high Zeta and a high Relic, or not high Relic, high Zeta and high Omicron investment into that team. So I'm guessing you're probably pretty Zeta poor right now, considering most people are. So, like, I don't know if I could suggest that one necessarily. Let's see. Do you have anything to clean up right now? Yeah, you have some stuff you can do in the meantime, but even so, like you kind of need relic levels.
Do fine.
You didn't have to super chat the $2, but thank you, my friend. The great crunch of 2025, exactly. Yeah, and you don't really have anything in here that I'm like, oh my gosh, you're sleeping on this? Okay, here, how about this? You want to work on your Malicos team? For now, I want you to relic up your Dark Side Ray while you're working towards Profundity, relic up your Cal Kestis, and relic up your Ben. Ben's going to be 1 Zeta and 1 Omicron, and he'll be up there. Until you get your Malicos team done, Cal Kestis can be thrown on your Ray team to great effect. I love that character on that team. Also, get the Zori up. Overinvested, underinvested Zori, my friend. Get the Zori up. You're far enough in that you should have a relic Zori at this point. I swear. Let me check. Okay, you have the Finn Zeta. Yes, get the Zori done. But yeah, I would focus on things that aren't going to cost you a lot of Zetas because you're probably out of Zetas. So, Poncho Bros is a good option as well if you want something to work on in between. Was that the crunch of 87? Oh, gosh. You did that for the Ray Unlock? Yes, but the Finn Zeta is not for the Ray Unlock, which means you acknowledge that it's a good team, and as you probably saw in my video I put out today, it's number 9 in defensive teams right now. Please invest in it. But yeah, you're going to be out of Zetas. You want to do Malicos. I think that's a great idea, but it's a high Zeta, high Omicron team. So in the meantime, while you're saving up those Zetas and Omicrons, Padawan Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon, if you want to work on that, getting your Zori up, and then Cal Kestis and Ben Solo. And that'll give you a couple projects to work on that aren't necessarily going to just wreck your Zeta and Omicron income for a second, and so you can save up, and you'll have some stuff in between Profundity. Keep working on your ships. You're obviously missing tank. Your tanks are looking rough. I appreciate the fact that you're patching holes with Profundity and Marauder, but your base level ships are struggling. And so I'd make sure you're working on these, even if you have to pull from farms, because hey, if you have to slow down your overall farms to make room for these ships, it's going to improve your roster anyways. These things take months. So make sure you're focusing down those tanks and fleets. Your tanks and fleets are looking a little rough. So Malicos is goated, but he does require his Omicrons, his Zeta. I mean, have I added them to my squads? I haven't. Let's see. 2 Zetas and an Omicron. 1 Zeta, so that's 3 Zetas, 6 Zetas, and 4 Omicrons, and this is just Grand Arena. 8 Zetas. Who's the 5th? Crew, you don't really you want the pre-taunting, so you want the 1 Zeta on the Scarred. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 Zetas and 4 Omicrons. Like, it's not a cheap team to bring up. And so in the meantime, get your Cal up. You can use it with another team. Work on those in-between stuff. Yeah, you've got the Fulcrum and Cal, Zetas, and Omicrons. You actually, I think, only have 1 Zeta on Cal, not both, if I recall. But you have the Omicrons. Those are both territory wars. Those aren't going to affect the team in GAC, which is where the team shines, because you're not getting crystals income from territory wars. So we always focus on GAC. So Ninth Sister also works. You don't really need Zetas on Ninth Sister to be that 5th. Very true, Maddie. Like, there's a couple Zetas you can just skip out on, but you still definitely need the Zetas on, at least 1 Zeta on Cal. I would suggest the 1 on Fulcrum. I don't think you necessarily need it. If you want the pre-taunt, you need 1 on Crew. You should definitely put on all of Malicos's and all of Seers, though. So. But yeah, I think putting it on your overall path, I think is great. I think that's really solid. I just think you should work on some of these other projects that you have in here because you're definitely Zeta poor. If you weren't Zeta poor, I'd see a Night Sister team in here and your Marin would be relicked. You know, if you weren't Zeta poor, you know, you could fully go for Malicos. So that's what I would be looking at, is some of those smaller projects, and make sure you focus on your ship tanks. Your ship tanks are looking a little shoddy. Overall, for how high your GP is, you're looking a little iffy on overall mods, but like not awful. Like they're decent. They're just some characters like Resistance Hero Finn that I'd like to see over in like 330 area. You know, this cat looking a little slow at 319. Cat's usually one of those ones that you try to push above 350. There's very few characters like that in this game, but she's one of them. Same with Bosch Leia. You should have her at like 300 to 330. You just have barely on to 300. So you do have like a good knowledge of what looks like, you know, people who should be fast. It's just overall amount of mods is looking a little iffy. So do I have a favorite conquest unit? Bane. Like, I don't know, there's not really any comparison. If we're talking about the one I have most fun with, probably Maul. I love Maul. Maul's kit with the Garsak and Imperial Super Commando changes is just so fun to watch things just get deleted. But Bane's obviously the best. He does have JMK, Alex. Well, I'm blind, okay? Yeah, over on Twitch, Alex said he doesn't need a fast cat. He doesn't have JMK. Oh, gosh. Too LGG before May 4th last year. Fair enough, Wavy Town. Yeah, we're all behind on mods for sure. It depends on where your account is, Captain Blackbeard. I don't recall offhand where your account was. If you're at 4 million GP, you can start farming him now. He comes around in Proving Grounds. And so the first set of Proving Grounds comes around in 3 days. Unless you bought the Conquest Pass Plus, then it's 2 days and you get 2 of them. But 3 days and you'll get Proving Grounds. You can get 20 shards a month with no refreshes. So you can start farming him as soon as 3 days from now. So... such an office moment. Maddie, have you watched Andor season 2 yet? Okay, let's get this paid roster review. Gabriel Lynch. Season 2, episode 1, 2, and 3 just came out this week, guys. They're dropping 3 episodes a week from this week. Each week on Tuesday, they'll be dropping 3 episodes a week. Each set of 3 episodes will be 1 year apart, with the final 3 episodes leading up to Rogue One, the same way that Rogue One leads up to episode 4, so you could watch it all continuously if you wanted to. So essentially what you're getting is every week you're getting a new Star Wars movie, because it's 3 episodes about 2.5 hours long, and they're all going to be a self-contained arc. So you're going to get 4 Star Wars movies over the next 3 weeks. So very, very fun. Maddie, so do you remember the Jan dinner party episode of The Office? It's one of my favorite episodes of The Office. I haven't even finished The Office, but that one's like peak Office for me. Did everyone get a membership, or is this a members only stream? No, just everyone has a membership right now. There is a scene in Andor season 2 that gives Jan dinner party vibes, and it was my favorite part of these 3 episodes. I was giggling like a child. I loved it so much. Don't look at my mods, you will cry. Oof, Gabriel, thank you for the $2, my friend. Oh, gosh. No, in canon, they are each 1 year apart leading up to episode 4. Okay, now let's at least check your GLs. Your GL... I didn't want to accept it. Oh. He's not even that fast. Oh, I hate to go, Overlord.
If you would join us.
I won't desert you, my friend. Oh my gosh. You have 3 of a speed set. You're right there to finish him.
Credits will do fine.
Yeah, you did warn me, Gabriel. Oh gosh. Okay, I want to look at these mods real. Damn. 3 roll 17 mod? Damn. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm gonna look at this real quick. Oh no. Okay, Gabriel, I have 2 pieces of homework for you immediately. One is a video. You just look up Rabid Beaver mods. It's super simple. It's going to go over a mod farming plan, how not to take mods too far and upgrade them too far, as well as a sorting filter for you. Go watch that video. It's going to help you get a good start in mods. And then there's another video. If you look up, write this down, who needs speed, and then you just put Rabid Beaver at the end, and it'll make sure you find the right video. Who needs speed, and it'll go over what characters and teams should have speed. So those 2 videos are going to help you out modding your roster, as well as, you know, understanding mods a bit better, because like this is a fantastic mod and I would have taken it to 6.2, but like this, not so much. So yeah, BB-8 has a super high base speed, so like, yeah. A major milestone on Twitch. What's my major milestone on Twitch? Oh, if we get 3 more followers on Twitch, we hit 420. Nice, Heinricher. Oh gosh. Okay, so that's my homework for you. We'll kind of move on from there. We've poked fun at your mods. We hope you improve. Let's move on. Okay. Dun, dun.
Hello there.
There's Fenrir over there. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Nice, old man. Okay, so no executor. How are we looking on the fleet? So how close are you to Razor Crest, my friend? It looks like what I would want out of this roster is I want an executor. Like, first thing, I want to see an executor, followed by a relict BAM. And then after the relict BAM, I want to see a CLS team finished, going into finishing your Jedi Knight Luke, and then into, let's just check your Hut Cartel. If you bought the Hut Cartel Lightspeed bundles, into Jabba. If you didn't buy these bundles, I would have suggested going for JML instead. But because you're so close to Jabba, definitely Jabba's the better option of the two. So Executor first, because that's crystal income. Bam, because that finishes your Executor farm, and you already have the Relic Cad Bane, so you don't have to do that. And then pushing into Jedi Knight Luke, and then finally into Jabba. Additionally, let's double check before I give you this advice. If you have a Relic Anakin, which you do, I want you to not be afraid to put this Qui-Gon Omicron on. Qui-Gon, you don't need to relic him. Just throw some offense mods on him. Doesn't even matter how much speed he has. Just throw his Omicron on him, and you immediately have one of the top 10 defensive teams in the game. So throw him with some random Galactic Republic Jedi. Con Warlock, welcome to the damn community over there. Thank you, my friend. We are one away from hitting 420, guys. Just trash with mods. 60 shards off. Okay, sweet. So yeah, you basically, you know, if you are waiting for those 60 shards and it's going to take you a while, because you're going to get 20 from Proving Grounds this month. I don't know if you're willing to refresh Proving Grounds, but we're going to assume 20 from this Proving Grounds. By next month, you'll get another 20, and hopefully within that month, you can also pick up the last 20 shards that you're going to need. So you're about a month away. So I would start prepping for the Executor, but if you think that's going to take you an extra month, the Ultimate Nerd is our 420th follower. Kunolis, thank you, my friend. Yep, there's 420. Perfect. We're 4 days late, but I'll take it. But yeah, I'm just trash with mods. That can be fixed, and if it's something you don't enjoy, it still can be fixed. It's really not too hard. That's why I suggested that video. It's super simple. It doesn't put it in super complex terms. We're not focusing on secondary stats. We're just focused on super basic stuff, Gabriel. So go watch those videos. They'll help a lot. But yeah, that would be my suggestion to you is Executor, because Executor gets you a crystal income, then Jabba. Jabba's going to get you mod materials and one of the best defensive GLs in the game, and you'll have a solid start. And then from there, you can push into Jedi Master Luke, and kind of stick to the Rebel Trinity and do that type of stuff. Make sure that while you're working on other things that you are focusing down your ships, because you are going to be behind when it comes to Lightspeed bundles. These ships are really necessary to have because you have a negotiator fleet like ready and rocking to go, but you don't have a BTLB Y-Wing, which is the tank for that fleet. You have a Rebel fleet, but no Rebel Y-Wing, which is the tank for that fleet. And so you want to pay attention because these will take like 6 months to farm. And so you're going to want to make sure that you're focusing these down and providing some energy. Pushing forward is not as important as building outwards right now. So yes, Executor, yes, Jabba, but make sure you're allotting at least some of your energy to go to one of these fleets or multiple of these fleets to keep working on them, so that way your fleets can be in a good spot, because your fleets oftentimes are the biggest indicator on whether or not you're going to win a GAC, on whether or not you're going to do well in this game. So I just got JKL. I have the requirements to do C, so I'm currently unlocking him. C is good enough, I guess. It requires a little too much building around, which is what bothers me about going for Sith Eternal. You have to drop 6 Zetas. He has to get his ultimate, otherwise he's pretty garbage. And then if you want the perfect team for him, you're gonna have to go build Armorer, Geonosian Brood Alpha, and then Wat Tambor, of course. And so it's a lot of side effort to get him to really shine, but he's not necessarily a bad thing, and especially because like in a rough GAC, you can always throw him against like a Malchus and call it a day. So, but yeah, the Executor is what I want you to focus on in the Jabba next. So those are the big things that are going to give you the most value, the most bang for your buck in your roster. And just remember, Executor, then BAM, then you move on to your other projects. BAM is essential to that fleet. Sounds good, Pixter. You have a great night. Very nice, Alex. 420th. Nice. Heck yeah, ultimate nerd. Okay. But yeah, there's a little homework for you. There's where I would suggest you go to make your account pop. Make sure you don't forget these ships for sure. Still can't beat Grand Inquisitor. A lot of that comes down to mods. If you haven't watched my guide, problem is my guide does require modding. It's not. I always try to go minimum mods on my guides though, and most other guides are going to tell you just god mod your Inquisitors. If you go and watch my video, I give you the turn order that you need to do for your Inquisitors, and that's it. That's all you got to do, is just get their turn order in the right order and do a little bit of modding, and then you're good. I'm stuck on Ahsoka. Yeah, Ahsoka will kill you. Try swapping out the lead. If you're using Fifth Brother, swap to Second Sister. If you're struggling with Second Sister, swap to Fifth Brother. And if you're using, who is it that people keep suggesting, and I'm like, no, stop that. Is it Seventh Sister? Yeah, don't use Seventh Sister. Don't use Seventh Sister. Cannot tell you how many people suggest that. It's like, dude, you don't have the survivability, and also you don't have the damage. Fifth Brother will give you the survivability, and so you can try a couple times and get it down. Second Sister will give you the damage, so if you can get good RNG, then you can just take them out. So yes, we know that his mods are not good, so go Overlord. At least some of his characters do have mods. Please get mods on everyone, dude. Yeah, unless you're trying the event. I mean, I don't use the characters either. Like, before I got Grand Inquisitor, didn't use them all. Even after I got Grand Inquisitor, they just sat in my roster until I got Reva. So, I don't know. Like, that one I'm not upset about. If I were to find, like, a Traya with no mods, I would be upset. Resistance Hero Finn with no mods, I'd be upset. But Inquisitors couldn't care less. So our next one, let's see. Our next one is Maddie on the free-to-play list, but we did have Little Cuzzle donate, and so we're going to do Little Cuzzle first. Little Cuzzle, did you put your stuff in the Discord? Additionally, you say kind of. Oh, okay, there we go. It's me, Mara. Little Cuzzle does not need a roster of you, so instead feed me a treat. Ally code Mara likes treats. Okay, Little Cuzzle. Thank you for the $5, my friend. Let's get Mara a treat. Hey, Mara. And since you donated so much, we'll give her one of her favorite treats. Good poopers. Good poopers. Stay.
But now let's have a surprise.
Good girl.
Let's have a dream which isn't under control.
Stay.
Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah, you hear the treats.
You would
Stay.
do that and come out of that and say, wow, that was a close shave, wasn't it?
I know, you hear the treats. Hey, it's okay. Yeah, you can smell them.
And you would make further and further
Jate.
examples as to what you would dream.
Good girl.
And finally, you would dream
Pip.
where you are now. You would dream the dream that you are actually living today. That would be within the infinite multiplicity
I know, right? So go Overlord.
playing that you weren't.
Agreed, Sleep. Definitely a Sith Lord. Get judged best for each of my Yorkshire Terrier dogs. I should dress them up as Ewoks since they're hairy and little. There you go. Yeah, Mara is the most chill dog. I can't believe she lets us do that.
Credits will do fine.
Thank you for the $2, Little Cuzzle. Yes. Love you, Mara. Good girl. Okay. I have approximately 20 minutes. Otherwise, I will not be eating dinner tonight until 9 p.m. So... You got a Herman Miller chair? I don't know what that means. This chair I got from Walmart for like $40. Okay, get the timer going. Okay, well, Maddie says currently farming for executor, but I'm not sure what to possibly side farm or prioritize afterwards. I can already tell you if you're looking at side farms, probably your ships. I'm gonna guess that your tank ships are not done, but that is just a generalization, and I'll double check. Next goal, like a GL or journey guide, what would you recommend me? You have a solid basis of your characters. Double check, see if you're sleeping on farms. It doesn't look like you're necessarily sleeping on farms. Like, I'd like to see, you know, the Crex come up, perhaps. Okay. And then value-wise... okay. Check your ships. Vulture Droid, BTLB, TIE Defender, IG-2000. Yeah, your ships are what's suffering, my dude. You don't have a single GL fleet? That's a problem, my friend. Hold on. Okay, sweet. I don't know, Sugo Overlord. Oh my gosh, I love that, dude. Like, this chair is so much better than my last one, though. I used to get back pain from my last office chair that I used for streaming. Yeah, so, dude, your ships. So on a character side, what I would like to see is something like a value farm. Because, like, you could go for another GL, sure. Like, you know, the obvious next step would be Leia. Just because you're already in the Rebel Trinity. But that being said, like, bro, you're missing an Executor, you're missing a Profundity, you don't have a Leviathan. I'm glad you have some guild farms, like you have the Zepho ready and the Mando ready, so you're probably doing really well on like overall value for like Chirotech. But your GL ships are suffering, your ships in general are suffering. No Hyena Bomber, no basically no Malevolence fleet. You're missing a star on your Star Fortress. Your TIE Defender isn't finished. Like, your ships are suffering, and that would be the hard focus that I would put in. My dream come true. Just is my major focus now for sure. All but chasing GLs. I recently got done from Malgus and Malco, so that's my focus, is the ships. Yeah, so let's take a quick look at kind of what you have going on ship-wise. Sith-wise as well, but ship-wise. Okay, so you're missing the Sith Fighter. The Sith Fighter is... that's Cantina, right? But you're missing Dorito. Dorito's a fleet farm. Gosh, I did this so long ago. I've had these ships at 7-star for like ever. I just was putting off Leviathan because I hated the fact that I had to get crystals for it. A GL ship should be viable at 4 stars. Screw you, CG. But yeah, your fleets are really what I'm worried about. It's looking like the closest fleet is definitely the Executor. So put double or triple refreshes into IG-2000 and push out Mara. Hey, don't bump my arm like that. Push out an Executor as fast as you can. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so you're gonna focus down Executor first, and then after Executor you're gonna go for Profundity and then Leviathan. That would be the big things that I would do. Now if you can't handle more than 2 ships in a row, I would probably do Executor, Profundity, then Leia, then do Leviathan. That'll also give you the time to build up the shards you need for Leviathan. So Yeah, even Mara's coming over and dissing your ships. But yeah, that's kind of the big thing that I'm worried about here. We're gonna do a quick look at your mods. Nothing special, just kind of go over GL's over 500 speed, over 10,000 damage at Relic 9 though. I don't know, that feels a little low. I could be wrong. Someone could correct me. I don't have a Relic 9 Ray. So Relic 7 you're supposed to have her at 10,000 damage, so I don't know where she should be at Relic 9. JML's looking a little slow, but you have him modded for protection. Your Jabba's looking good, looks well modded. Your overall knowledge of who should be fast looks good, except for this right here is in the wrong order. And your resistance hero Poe is nowhere to be seen. So it looks like overall you have a fairly good idea of who should be fast. I'm a little worried in the mod fall off because Malicos is not a fast character. So this being this high tells me that you don't have a lot of over 300 speed characters. So like Darth Revan should be over 300 speed. Your Bosk and Grief Karga should be over 300. Resistance Hero Finn should be over 330. But essentially with this team, Resistance Hero Finn has a swap turn meter, and so you want him fastest because he'll take the turn, swap turn meter to Resistance Hero Poe, which will give him inspiration. If Resistance Hero Poe has inspiration, he'll use a special, which will give it an inspiration to another ally. So you have 3 characters inspired immediately, which will increase their damage and give them a whole bunch of benefits. And so you immediately have 3 people inspired, as well as the turn meter swap causes it so then he'll take a turn. So you want your Resistance Hero Finn and your Resistance Hero Poe at least somewhere close to each other, within like 30 speed of each other, and then you want the Resistance Hero Finn to be first, and then you want the Zori can kind of be anywhere, but then you just want them to absolutely destroy. So yeah. Bosk, Grief Karga should be 1 speed away from each other. Bosk should be faster. Grief Karga should be next. First Order Officer should be faster than Hux. You have that at least, but with this far down in the roster, they're probably poorly modded in general. Just in general, your mods need to come up. It looks like you have a pretty good idea of like who should get mods. It's just a matter of getting mods into your account. So I highly suggest, you've been talking about, where should I go next? You already have figured it out. It should be ships. And then on top of that, taking the time to fill out those ships will also let you take the foot off of the gas pedal on energy farms and start pushing some crystals into your mod energy refills instead. So that way you can increase your mods overall. And also working on your ships is going to give you the crystals to do so as well. So depends, not many. I'm honestly gonna do 2 more because I have somewhere to be in 40 minutes, and I don't know how much prep time I need because I'm collabing with another YouTuber, and I don't know if he needs to do a mic check or anything like that, and so I want to be ready for him. So I unfortunately don't have a lot of time today. But that being said, we do have a full roster review stream every Tuesday in which we just do roster reviews for 3 hours. And then we try to do roster reviews every time we do GAC if I have time. So tomorrow we will have... Tomorrow? Today's Thursday. Tomorrow we have a GAC stream, so we'll have some roster reviews after that. And then Sunday we'll have GAC stream and roster reviews, and then Tuesday we'll have a full GAC stream. And for those who want to get a roster review and aren't able to today, you can always go to the Discord, go over to channels and roles, and there's a section called would you like to be pinged for roster reviews. You click that, it'll give you the role, and then you'll be pinged every time I go live for roster reviews. You can click it again and you'll lose the role. Okay, let's get through 2 more because that's all I got time for, and then I'm out of here. What is happening to Yoder over here? Oh gosh. Any sneak peeks? A first letter or something? I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is a stream or if it's a YouTube video we're recording. I don't remember. I think it's a stream. And so if it's a stream, I'll just ping you guys and you guys will be able to go check it out if it's live. I honestly don't remember. We talked briefly about this. Like, I know the topics we're talking about and that type of thing. I think it's supposed to be live. I don't know though. I genuinely don't. Couldn't tell you. Yeah. I'll take 2% of the earnings. Okay, is this the right person? Or have we not switched? This is Fenrir. Yep, Fenrir. Okay, there we go. Fenrir, are you here? They are, I'll give you a hint. They are someone that I've never done a collab with, but I've worked with them on a couple different things of different projects and stuff. And so he and I have been around each other before, but not necessarily a direct collab for either of our channels. Okay, Fenrir. Timer go. Currently farming for Leviathan, new stuff. Currently working on Darkside Ray, then moving into Mommy Rex. I got the shards, just need the Kieran and Zetas. Recently just got up to 43 characters over 300. Very nice. Any holes in the roster and modding. Okay. Then new stuff. Interesting going for new stuff. I mean, you're not necessarily in a bad spot for new stuff by any means. I would like to see a Leia, but you know, with the raid and everything, I fully understand the going for new stuff. Your Marin's overinvested, underinvested, and so is your Zori. Like, you have a lot of overinvested, underinvested, but those are the two that I'm like, you have a team for this. Same with Luthen. Especially if you have the Mon Mothma Zetas. Katarn, Mon Mothma. Yeah, dude, you got some holes. That's probably the thing that I would be fixing in this roster, is I would be fixing these overinvested, underinvested characters. Ooh, sleeping on a Malicos is rough. Dude, sleeping on Boba Fett, Scion of Django? How dare you? No, I'm kidding. I will confirm that it is neither Troopers on Break, nor is it Yoder. Malicos is in your favorites. Don't favorite him. No, Fenrir, don't favorite him. Because then you'll be tempted to work on him, and I don't want to see him worked on. I want to see the Marin that you have 2 Zetas in worked on. I want to see the Luthen that you have a Zeta on, and basically have the team ready to go. I want to see the characters that are currently worked on. You could come back. You could come back around to the Malicos. It should be on your list for soon-ish, but it is not what you should be next working on. You should be filling in these holes. So work on the holes first, and then come back around. Okay. Let's see how beautiful he is. Beautiful. Solid. That Relic 9 Sidious is gonna do well with this Kron. Captain Rex, he's 300 speed, so I'm not gonna say much. Boss Nass is a little slow. Usually you want Boss Nass around 330 speed at least. Luthen's also really slow. I mean, obviously he's not reliced up, but he does have a fairly high base speed. So I don't know. It looks like you really only need to 6-dot your mods for him though. when you do put the Omicron on this character, I do suggest a remod of mission. Overall, I'm not super worried about your modding. Your modding looks good. You take pride in it, and it looks like you're a little obsessed with it. Your fleets are looking rough. I'm seeing a Star Fortress not done. This fleet can take out quite a bit, including Profundity, and clean up Executor, as well as it's a really good defensive fleet in general. Cannot tell you how many holds I've actually gotten off of this fleet. I love this fleet. TIE Echelon not being done, also another good cleanup fleet, not necessarily a great fleet by itself. Palpmobile, also rough. The Lost Womp Rat coming in with a kitten raid? I don't have any kittens to show off, unfortunately. Or are you guys the kittens that are raiding us? Catching up on new stuff? Okay, sounds good. Also, be saving up all your crystals, dude. A 4-star Leviathan does almost nothing. A 7-star Leviathan is the king of the meta. Like, it's a significant difference, a very significant difference. So, I'd focus down basically most of your crystals trying to get that 7-star Leviathan done, and then make sure you're working on your ships. But besides that, you have a couple holes that I'm worried about, and that's about it. He's hunting your chicken. Not my chicken. You need the requirements still? Oh, you haven't even finished the requirements for Leviathan, but you bought it. Jeez. Okay. Correct on the JML. Correct on the Jabba. Ridiculous on the Kylo Ren. A little fast on the Rey. You know, I don't think it really needs to be that fast. I actually prefer the slower Rey. Over 500 speed. And all the health mods. Yeah, looks like your modding's great. I don't really see any problems with your modding. Fair enough, Lost Womp Rat. Yeah, I need sleep tonight, but unfortunately I've got way too much going on right now. So we'll see how much sleep I get tonight. Okay, last one for the day, Ultimate Nerd. This is going to be a little bit of a fast one because I really got to get going. Sounds good, Fenrir. Yes, you do, Ultimate Nerd. Just finished Executor, working towards JKL. I mean, we could throw a timer on, but I'm going to just speed run this regardless. Okay, just finished Executor, working towards Jedi Knight Luke, then Leia. Also check out Ewoks. My log ray is a speedy boy. $137 speed on a log ray. That's wild. Okay, so it looks like you take pride in your modding. You look like you kind of bloated your roster a lot. Maybe it's the Lightspeed bundles that's over bloating your roster. Who knows? It looks like 3.5 million feels like a lot for a roster this size. Maybe I'm crazy. Going for Leia. Yeah. Yeah, Leia and then Jabba is what I would do with this roster. It's going to be farther away to go to Jabba than it is JML, but you just cannot beat the mod materials you're going to get from Jabba. And you're the type of person who's willing to do a hard farm. You have a Relic 7 Padawan and a Relic 7 Master Qui-Gon. You're willing to do a harder farm. I'm going to suggest that you do that first. Oh, I just popped my back and it felt fantastic. Please finish your Malevolence fleet. That one's surprising. How many Relic Darkside clones have you covered today? What do you mean, Yotter? Are you talking about like people that I've seen have them? It's just me and my opponent are the only two that I've seen. Yes, Guardian Cannon, but if you go to the Discord, there is a section called Channels and Roles, and under that you can click this wonderful button that says, would you like to be notified for roster reviews? And you click this button and then you'll be notified every time I go live for roster reviews. We're doing some more roster reviews tomorrow. Yeah, honestly, this is not one of those accounts that I want to interfere with much. You know what I mean? Like you're doing good on mods. I'm liking what you're doing with mods. Your ships are coming along. I would suggest working on the Malevolence fleet. Because it's an easy fleet to get up. You already have been spending all your shards on getting the Malevolence up, so getting a Malevolence fleet isn't going to be a bad thing by any means. And so getting a Malevolence fleet sounds great, but honestly, just keep pushing for Leia, then go for Jabba. This isn't really an account where I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you have a clear purpose, and there's not a lot of side projects that I could suggest that would improve this roster. Like, once you finish Jedi Knight Luke, then relic up your Jedi Knight Revan. Like that's about all I got for you, my friend. Malevolence is on my radar. Like, do you have any questions at all that I can answer? But besides that, it's like you kind of know where you're going, and I trust you to go that direction. Angus, to answer your question, so once you get the requirements done for a fleet, you can start purchasing the fleet. So, for instance, the Profundity event is locked. I cannot get into it until the end of the month, the 31st of this month. But because I have all of the requirements done, I can shop for requirements and I can buy this crystal pack and I can get that stuff. Sorry, this is the Leviathan. I meant Profundity. My bad. Profundity, same way. So shop for requirements and I can do it. And so, like, I have a 4-star Profundity right now because I purchased a 4-star Profundity with crystals. But as long as you have at least all of the relic levels done and at least all the ships at 4 stars, you're done. You can then purchase it with crystals. Do I suggest it? Not really. It's a good way for free-to-play players and light spenders to get the newest capital ship, is they just, you know, get the ships up to 4-star and then they purchase it with crystals instead, using, like, their crystal income. And so it's a good way for, like, you know, free-to-play players to get the newest capital ship. But for most people, I suggest just finishing your ships and getting it normally. If you get it normally, you spend significantly less crystals on the refreshes for the node than you would on, you know, using this pack. So, question on Leia, mods 3 health set or speed health set? I can get it very fast with 3 health sets thanks to good RNG. If you can get it really fast with 3 health sets, it might be the better option. Most people push for the speed health. But you're looking like you have some decent mods, so I'm gonna leave it up to you. I know a lot of people like that extra speed, and I know that extra speed helps out in countering Bane, because if you can lap Bane 3 times, you basically instantly win. And so a lot of people like to push that speed up just to make sure that they can kill off whoever comes against them. And so I personally would prefer the speed, but if you have good enough health mods, then your Wampa's about 260 speed. I will warn anyone on a fast Wampa. I don't know how much 260 speed actually is on a Wampa. Let's see. Let's see where my Wampa is. Yeah, 260 speed. I will warn you to be careful on speed on a Wampa. It's not something that's good, actually. So, like, fast Wampa sounds good, is bad, because the typical counters you're doing is Iden. Iden's fine with high speed. You can do high speed and it'll work out. But then the other one is General Grievous, and General Grievous usually has his Droideka because everyone bought that light speed bundle, so they have the Droideka. And so the Droideka deals damage equal to the difference in speed between it and the person it's fighting. And so the faster your Wampa is, the more damage your Droideka is going to do against you. So you want to be careful with pushing Wampa too far up, because you can end up harming your General Grievous counter. So who'd attack? If you want a roster review, the best way to do it is via Discord. There's a section called roster reviews, and you put it in there. Go ahead and go look at the how to get a roster review section in that Discord, and you can go ahead and figure out how roster reviews work. We are closed for today. I am out of time. I gotta get going. I have somewhere to be in 25 minutes, and I haven't eaten anything, so I'm going to do that. And if it ends up being a live stream, because I honestly don't remember, if it ends up being a live stream, keep an eye eye out on the Discord. I will be pinging stream notice and new video notice that we will be doing this. So if you don't have those ones, you won't be pinged. If you go to the channels and rules, you can, click to be pinged for new videos and new streams. And so I'll be pinging those 2 ones, letting you guys know if it is a live stream, so you guys can come join us with the other content creator. But steak night, oh, I wish I had time to get a steak, dude. I have 0 time tonight. I literally got home, took a shower, streamed, and now I'm gonna go and do this thing with another content creator, and then right after that I've got another thing with another content creator, and then after that I gotta record 3 videos, and then I've got work tomorrow at 6 a.m. I don't have any time in my life, dude. I don't. 0 time. My life is Swigo and content creation and doing stuff. Like, I should have streamed the shower. Good point, Heinricher. Should have done it. Like, if I don't go right now, I don't get dinner is essentially it. So I'm going to go whip up something that I can make in the next 10 minutes, essentially. But, yeah, we'll see if there's anyone live that we can raid real quick. Thank you guys who donated today. You guys are amazing. Anyone that donates to the Beaver Dam always helps out so much. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to our Dam Elite, and welcome to any new Dam Elite. Make sure you connect your Twitch or your YouTube to your Discord in your user settings under connections in your Discord, so that way you have the roles that you need to not miss out on a single thing that we do, members only and subscriber only, such as our Andor watch parties, our reaction to new Star Wars content, all that type of fun stuff. We will be starting up member game nights here again soon. Big shout out to our Damn Best members, former and current. They always have a home on our end screen. And big shout out to our Damn Sugar Daddy, who continues to be Felipe. And we shall see if that changes soon. Looks like for Swigo, we do have someone streaming on Twitch, so we're gonna go ahead and raid him. On YouTube, let's go ahead and check to see if we have anyone streaming over there that we can go and Swigo. Looks like no one's doing Swigo. So is there anyone doing Star Wars content at all that has their stuff open for streams? There is one, but that looks like a live stream that I could not care less about, because it is just bashing on Star Wars, and I don't care for that. You're just farming views at that point.
Do it. Roger, Roger.
Sure, Marvel Rivals. We're gonna send you guys over to a Rivals player. I don't know. Sure, why not? Okay, thank you guys so much for being here. It has been a damn good time having all of you here. Dude, it's after GAC. There's no one streaming on these days when there's no GAC. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for giving a damn. I'll see you all in the next video.